Okay. Hello, everybody. Do that. There we go. All right. Happy New Year, everyone. As you can see, today we're not doing Monster Hunter. As I normally do have that scheduled, and instead I decided, because I've been putting it off, because I'm an idiot, we would do Arknights today. And I plan on, at the very least, trying to stream until midnight, since it is New Year's Day. Because, why not? Or it's New Year's Eve, apology. As of now, it is 10 after 9 on the East Coast. So, I'm going to try and get as much of this done as I can tonight. I got 3 days left. And you can tell I've been putting this off for fucking ever. Not a good thing. Let me look at the map first. Okay, that route and that route. I gotta keep them from doing those. But we're gonna jump right in so I don't waste any time. The sensation is hard to describe. A strange itch on her forehead. A halo atop her crown flickers with no rhyme or reason. Her view begins gradually to dim. Yes, Fortuna can see the wrinkled abbot's incredulous gaze and hear the noise of the onlooking crowd. But she attempts to feel the old man's mind. She may have done every time before, and yet his emotions no longer drift their way into her soul. Not even a hint or a trace. Not sense the other sancta. She's no longer one amongst them. Fallen? What's the meaning of this? What's happening to Fortuna? Is she sick? I'll explain on the way back. First, we handle the pressing matters here. Ava Stefano. Save Fina. I'm begging you, save her, hurry. Child, do not panic. Tell me clearly. What is it that happened? Fina was bleeding everywhere and I couldn't stop it. I couldn't find anyone to help. It was just a dumb fight. Fina wanted my patron firearm. I should have just given it to her. Why didn't I give it to her? It's all my fault. Fear not, child. There's naught to fear. It's informed by present circumstance. I will consider this a case of accidental injury with no subjective intent of harm. Silence, executor. Accuse this child of grieving her own kin? How can you How can your finger know to lay such blame? It's the most rational assumption. Rejection by the commandments is not insurmountable. Unintentional discharges are particularly common. Sheer drivel. No, he's right. It was me. I pulled the trigger. Tuna, no. You... Stefano, it was my fault. Take it however they punish me. Fina's still... She's been hurt. Please, you have to save her. Fine. I'll see to it now. I'll go. I'm good with first aid. Give me a location. Just go to my room. I can show you the way. If you would, Clement. Let's talk more action. Move. This way, follow me. Here, right here. The door's wide open. Oh, the blood. Delphina. Quiet down. You want everyone to hear about this? Move, let me work. I can't remember the voice I gave her. No, she's in bad shape. Bleeding's too profuse. And her wound is... What do we do now? Flowers. Right, I remember His Excellency saying the sanctuarium's flowers should be used for healing. Yes, right, they have to be... Wait while I pick some. Don't bother. Let me go. If I leave right now, we might still make it. There's no point. Even if we stop the bleeding, we're out of time. There'd be no point. Because there isn't one. She was shot point blank, severe loss of blood. I can't detect breathing. I've tried first aid. Nothing. I couldn't get a pulse. No breath. And no pulse. It's very likely she was taken instantly. The girl's dead. I've locked the entrance. No one was around, fortunately. Can't have many eyewitnesses. How are we handling this? We wait for Serpelia to conclude treatment. Halo discoloration is characteristic of a fallen angel. She's falling rapidly. Consideration for stability within the monastery, this is my suggestion. Cancel the sermon and lock down all news of this. I have a proposal. In order to avert unnecessary conflict, I and my colleagues will take over patrol duty in the following interim. All inhabitants should return to their rooms as soon as possible and await final verdict tomorrow. To ensure to the maximum extent that there are no further accidents. Reverend Executor, this abbey is not under Lateran jurisdiction until it arrives at its final destination. I am aware. We can address any problems within the monastery on our own. We wouldn't hassle our Lateran visitors. As you so rightly indicated, Reverend Executor, this was simply an accident. Given we still don't know how Delphina's condition, this could all be a false alarm. Accident or not, she has fallen. It's mandatory that the issue of fallen angels are assessed and addressed personally by His Holiness in the Sacred College of Cardinals. So you want to take her back to Laterano? That I've once seen two horned sancta in Laterano, not ever. Tell me, Reverend Executor, how can her being addressed inspire trust in me? Well, Federico, I'm just mentioning this, but didn't His Holiness tell you to keep an eye on how often you contact or contradict people? What? I'm not manifesting any contradictions. Okay, I mean, your approach could be a little more conciliatory. Do not understand your meaning. Thank you for the suggestion. I'll take it. I think we're not going to get anywhere arguing with it here. The thing is, we can't leave for now anyway. We might want to find a place for, Senora Fortuna here to catch her breath for a while. Once we have the situation under control and everyone's calmed down, we will still have plenty of time to discuss how exactly we resolve this. And, Most Reverend Abbot, you don't have to be so wary of Laterano. Similar cases have happened before. As long as we're sure the commandments weren't violated with malice, the punishment should be light at most. Right, Federico? Correct. But you do not have the authority to divulge that information, Rochelle. Look, special circumstances. Just both of you consider it. I have no objection. I worry. Stefano, don't. It was my fault. Whatever the punishment is, I'll accept it. Fortuna. I'll go with you, Senor. Then we're decided. I'll find Senora Fortuna somewhere to rest. You two stay here for the moment and calm down. This room looks good enough. Very spacious to boot. Don't worry too much. Your case is a relatively special one, and I imagine His Holiness will get personally involved. As long as there wasn't intent to harm, it shouldn't end up too severe. Is Phenom the wounded Sancta citizen? We still can't be sure of her condition, but my colleague should be treating her now. Let's think positive. Things may not be that bad. My horns... I wonder why I'm growing horns like a Sark has. Well, that I'm not too sure myself. In any case, someone will tell you once we're in Laterano. For now, let's just rest up here. Okay. I'll be outside the door. If you need anything, just knock for me. Who knows how Federico's gonna handle this? You know what? I am a pretty sensitive guy, if I'm being honest. I always get this cold sweat when someone's creeping around behind me. Fun's over. Come out, Orin. Hey, it's this jackass. Just one question. How'd you see me? Just bluffing, actually. Didn't think you would come out. Not expecting me to believe that, are you? Why not? I'm good either way. Whatever, Shaw, you little cheat. Say that. More honest than Serphilia, at least. She's one of yours, isn't she? She was lying. No, not outright, I guess. She just declined to say everything. Just coming from. You were asking her about her relation to you, and all she effectively said was, I couldn't care less about him without revealing anything else. She was dodging Federico's questions. And that's your entire reason for saying she was lying. Do you think that's a little weird of a conclusion? I think having the same skill under our belt helps. Besides, the situation here, it's easy to guess how you'd act, and I'd also guess Federico's guessed. No winning with you. Plan A should have been dragging him off to drinks, after all. Followed by him carting you back to Lateran. Monastery's guests have more swagger than you think. Can't say Federico would care to wrangle me once it's all going down. Sounds like trouble really is brewing here. So Orin, what are you and Serphilia planning exactly? When did you hear me out? Are you going to help me? That remains to be seen. I'd have to hear the answer first to decide. Federico, I've got bad news. Wait, is there anyone with you? Rochelle is not here. Who cares about him? I mean, is that Fortuna kid with you? No, Rochelle escorted her to her accommodations. If you have discovered anything, please inform me. I require confirmation of the aggrieved citizen's condition. Fine, and I'll give it to you straight. We were too late. Confirmed deceased? Confirmed. Fatal gunshot wound. Bearing a true miracle, she's not coming back to life. Oh, and the guy with me called Clement, he said he was going to pick some flowers, and I didn't care. I let him go. That was mine when he left. Flowers. For the intel, the apple's specialty. When he left right now, I gather, and that's not important. The hole was an accident, Federico. The girl wasn't lying. Accidental discharge might not be all that severe. His Holiness will judge. Sure. And even Mostima flies with him. Our Holiness will forgive with wide arms, just like always. I'll contact Rochelle in a bit. I'm sure he misses being free range. It'll be me watching the girl. I won't let her run off. As for how Immune and Orin are doing, has Orin Argolius made contact with you? Am I under suspicion here? By my judgment, yes. Orin's movements were not placed under any restrictions. Failure to contact the latter and his conduct of his own objectives. Sarcasm involved in these affairs. I conjecture Orin would not immediately leave. If he wanted all leeway for operation, it would require finding a collaborator. And so you suspect me. What about Rochelle? No thoughts about him? Rochelle does not have as ample time to act alone as you do. His level of suspicion ranks below yours. Huh. You're a smart cookie, Federico. Here's my comment. No comment. All guesses here are yours. I haven't said a thing. Good? Good. I'll be in touch. Oh, yeah. Is the abbot there? Yes. You gonna relay the news to him? That is unnecessary. He has heard it. Delphina. I must see for myself. I need to see the child. Your Excellency may act freely. However, Serphilia would not misjudge. I do not recommend spending additional time on reconfirming. I'm tentatively assuming Orin Argolius is still abroad and has some sort of scheme. I must now ascertain in detail all movements he made prior to his disappearance staying at this monastery, as well as all recent absences and returns of monastery personnel. I ask you to comply. Reverend Executor, what is necessity to you? What line do you draw between the necessary and unnecessary? Can you truly not hear your kin lamenting? Does emotion truly mean nothing in your mind? I will not deny that. And should that be, you are no worthy harbinger of paradise. Should you represent Laterano? Laterano is no worthy shepherd of my faith. Please answer my question, Your Excellency. Has Orin acted abnormally in any way within the monastery? Have any other people lodged recently at the monastery? My words are wasted on you. Do as you will, Reverend Executor. Apologies. Finished. Trust him to use every last page of a notebook to use... Yeah. Trust him to use up every last page of a notebook this thick. The Mune heaves a sigh and closes the antique plain-colored notebook shut. Fingers trace over the nicks and scrapes that decorate the cover, each one hiding a story of its own. If back then... Oh, what am I thinking? Right. Now then... Each time I got to work myself. With Serpilia's group already here, I can't keep on dawdling. Someone outside? If you're looking for me, you can come right in. Well. It's not a guest I'd expect. Sorry, visitor, but you came at a bad time. I don't have any tea to offer you. So that's probably the other guy that was with her when she came in.
おい、隊長は俺様なんだから、出撃命令も俺様の役目だろ。
Down there.
Maybe let's try ambushing them? Okay, serious face.
Let's clear this path up first. I know what to do. You can't hide your fear.
Want a candy? Let animosity be gone.
Fight! Harass the closest enemy.
Okay. If I can just keep everyone in this bottleneck, we should be fine.
I have no doubt.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
I'm right.
Do I still have to wait?
Boy. Son of a bitch.
Who's the next sap getting duffed?
I misclicked like 4 times there.
Or maybe something else. More than enough to trade for a few enemy heads. Or would you rather bear the price of failure? Suit yourself.
I'm so angry.
The way seems kind of rough. Careful, you don't want to trip.
Let's try that again.
ドローンの調整も OK。いつでも飛ばせるよ。
I have a better plan.
I'm heading that way.
Want a candy? Oh, wishes. I beg you, coalesce.
Poof.
I'm right by you. Open a hole.
You don't win until you beat us all.
Please hold on.
What the hell?
Understood. Mark. Set mines in the bushes.
I have no doubt. Want a candy? Oh, wishes. I beg you, coalesce.
I'm right by you. Nice. Harass the closest enemy. I know what to do. Nothing can mask the scent of fire.
Do I still have to wait? They have no path to escape.
Can we stop with these goddamn George of the Jungle motherfuckers?
Mission accomplished.
We don't usually greet our visitors at gunpoint, save for special occasions. Pardon me if you're dissatisfied with your treatment in any way. Not reacting at all to what I say. Communication completely out of the window. Not many human features left to show. Is it all hidden under those scales? Remember Iberian files mentioning this sort of mutation before? It couldn't be. Oof. Nope. My wheelchair's not going to cut it. Strange. Something's not right. Is this target not me? Where's it aiming? What's it trying to... Too close. Great, I don't have to worry about that later. Nuh-uh. Just because I'm physically handicapped doesn't mean you can pick on me, visitor. Stop right there. Nope, I can't just let you slip away. When you orderly chat, the topic inevitably turns to Laterano. Call it bright, abundant, safe for all, disturbed by none. You say it's true paradise on Terra. Truth is, they all know the monastery's been adrift for decades, and only a dwindling few remain who've actually seen Laterano before. Perhaps 2 or 3. Maybe just its Bishop Spano. Or maybe just its Bishop Spano now. They bring up Laterano, but the object of their nostalgia is a dream they've long overdue to wake from. A dream where the sun shines and the flowers are underfoot forever. Just as the monastery used to be all those years ago. They're about to wither. They bloomed earlier than last year. Could guess they'd wither sooner too. I just didn't think it'd be this soon. The few you picked were in a wonderful blossom. They're not about to wilt yet. How pretty. We'll be receiving these. I'm too late. There's no giving them now. I can't save anyone. Sorrow, pain, despair. Such complex overtones. There are other emotions hidden inside you too. Are you angered? I wouldn't dare. You're a guest of His Excellency, Senor Arturia. You wouldn't dare, that's all. Very honest answer. My intuitions have always been unusually accurate, Senor Florist. You seem to loathe me a little. No, not at all. You needn't worry. If anything is troubling you, I could be of help to you, I think. Help? I'm not sure what you mean, Senora Arturia. What would you help with? This hinges on your thoughts. It's not something for me to decide. Of course, you may not need any help at all. Call me meddlesome if you wish, or a bearer of bad intent. None of which I would mind. It's for you to say. I just want to hear your thoughts. Your own thoughts. You're a strange one, Senor Arturia. You flatter me. You say you can help me. Of course, so long as you need. No, there's no need. Perhaps you could... Well, there's a great many you can help, but you can't help me. Oh? Senor Artoria, you claim to be able to raise the dead. No. You make the harvest rich, or see that the cold winds stop. I'm very sorry, but I can't. And can you return us to your original lives? See that the barriers of old are no more? You could never. And what of you, Clement? Have you never once entertained being able to solve all you speak of by your own hands? I tried, but it was no use. Tried more than once, but I couldn't do it. The more effort we put in, the worse things get. More often than not. No one can make it all better. The abbot can't, Gerald can't. Neither can I. You can't help me, Senor Arturia. Please, don't bring this up again. I don't think I need the help of someone like you. You ask what my thoughts are, let me tell you. I have no thoughts at all. What else can I come up with? Coming winter is too cold. Cold. Yes, this heart is like soil frozen through. Beneath the sheet of iciness. I can feel notes lurking behind the ice. Wonder how powerfully they'll move us. It's not yet time. Composition is not bound for completion yet. Such unbearableness, such tolerance. In times like these, I cannot help myself. Let me see. This melody is a perfect fit for the occasion. Federico, I told you your melodies are too rhythmic, too unperturbed. You should know that an all too rational melody will lack the sentiments to shake people. There's no warmth, no passion. Sometimes I can only be curious. Federico, when will you finally realize why it is you search? Strings? No, this is more than strings. These are original marks affecting something within. These arts and this melody, could they be... The sounds are nearing. They above. Just a song, it's beautiful. Do you hear music every day here? Who? I'm Executor Federico of the Nordorile Hall. Please answer my question. Nordorile Hall? What does that even... Oh, I see. You're that guest from Laterana they were talking about, aren't you? Sometimes you can, hear this music around this time? I'm not too sure myself. Oh, right. I believe I heard about someone by this Sacarium who plays a cello or something? Where is the Sacarium? On the roof. Take the stairs outside and you'll be right... Wait. Excuse me, senor? What's a rush? Such a strange man. Welcome back, boss. Yeah, how ready are we to move out? More or less good. Don't have much to take with us, and we'd be overburdened anyway if we did. There's been no word from the young ones we sent to scout the way. Might not make it in time for tomorrow morning. Wait a little longer. Stefano and I have talked it over. That we're leaving. We'll let it be. No need to rush it now. We still hear nothing by nightfall, then I'll take a team myself to find them. Sure, I'll update everyone in a minute. Oh, boss, one other thing. What is it? Hyman hasn't come back either. Looked around for her, but she's nowhere to be found. Is Raymond still gone as well? Yeah. Got it. Leave this to me. Okay. But if Hyman never shows up, should we wait? tomorrow morning at the latest. Anyone's still not back after maintenance, you and Raymond will set off with the rest as planned. But I'll stay behind. Dead or alive, I'll find Hyman. I swear I'd never abandon a single one of you. That's all we're worried about. You always take on too much yourself. Let's not bring up that name again. Call me boss. I have a duty to find you a way out. And I see you walking down a dead end. I know what I'm doing. Forget all that. No need to look so sad. Go on. Get everything good and ready. Shift change. There's a fright. Hi there, Sophelia. What else would you expect? Does Federico ever bother with this sort of work? What's the girl in there? Doing bad? Got in the way. He hasn't said a word. Seems she's in shock. I'd head over the scene. Would you at least be curious about what actually happened? I can more or less guess. You and I both know how powerful a gun is. That much blood loss, anyone would be doing, wouldn't they? Your face says I'm on the mark. Did you tell her? What? Oh, isn't that she might already be dead? Of course not. She's unsettled right now, and telling her the truth could just as well cause more problems. So what is your plan? Lie to her and say nothing's wrong, muddle through? Figure out the rest later, I bet? It sounds so bad, but still, that's basically it. Ophelia, something seems a little fishy with your emotions. What happened? None of your business. I'm doing great. If you say so, then. No problems in Sir Ophelia land. Okay, I'll leave her to you. Every undependable bastard's on parade today. An accident caused by an unintentional discharge. So what? If I hadn't helped her. What? Make it quick. What do you mean sarcasm in the outer vicinity? Are they still trying to break your blockade? Just a few? Scouting the road? Fine, got it. What about Orin? No, you can leave Orin to me. I'll contact him. Listen, here's what you guys do next. So she's hiding something. Seriously. What a good runner. Whew. Maybe I just lost it. Like in the old days, I would have put them away clean in a fraction of the time. Times like these, I can't help but feel a little mad. There you are. This is not the time to brew just yet. Sound of strings is growing clear. I'm steadily approaching the shores. Yeah. But the arch is diminishing in strengths. Are they giving up casting, or... Who is it? Senor Federico? What are you doing here? I'm not referring to you. Excuse me? Are you lost? You don't mind, I can... Stop talking. What was that? That monster? I do not know. It fled downstairs. Good, Gerald's group lives down there. Stay still. Someone is here. Heard gunfire this way, so I came to test my luck. Cardinal Aide Lemune. Sir Pelia's report stated that you would not be operating in the field. Don't blame her. If I'm honest, I didn't think I would be either. Then came a slight twist. Catch up later. Are you on your own, Federico? Is nobody else operating with you? I'm on my own. Let's keep it short. I'm on the trail of a surprise visitor. Won't keep you too long. So here, be good and tell me. Which way did my visitor happen to go?
こんなゴミくずども全部燃やしちまおうぜ。やったまんぞ。
I forgot how closely Iberia is actually tied to Laterano. Hee hee tree. Okay, this is what am I learning about now? That was a lot of text and I'm not reading it, so I'm gonna watch it.
了解しました。You'll pay for that. ドクター、私はここに。
No, this is bad. There's a rock rolling. Yeah, there's a rock rolling away from that crumbling wall. Careful, everyone. Getting hit by that rolling rock will hurt. Focus on the fight. I'll block the rocks and protect you all. Okay, that's not good. I don't like that.
I'll show them what I can do.
Reporting in. The residents headed in the same direction as the rock's trajectory. What should we do? The path ahead's been smashed open by the rock and we can't repair it in time. It's alright, we can use the wooden fence to stop residents in their tracks and buy us some time. However, stopping them here makes the residents panic more easily. This is only a stopgap measure, so we can't hold them off for too long. We have to seize the moment.
I have to get serious now. You'll pay for that.
Who's talking?
You'll pay for that. You'll pay for that.
Alright. I fucked up trading. I see what I need to do, I just completely spaced out.
Sorry. Did I mess up again?
Okay, so the point is... It would be so much easier if those fences were just a permanent fixture.
Not one step backward. Standing by.
Okay, we just read that.
Ooh, almost like we're counting on you again today, little
Okay.
apple.
Dummy.
ムムがみんなを守る。Freeze!
In your name.
ムムの特性。ムム、怖くないよ。
Okay. Fuck.
Sorry. Did I mess up again?
I've never had this much trouble on a training stage. What the fuck?
了解しました。I'll show them what I can do.
Why is Jessica sound so aggressive?
I have to get serious now.
Okay. Okay, so I need...
I'll show them what I can do.
Start making this gap here.
Don't be afraid.
What the fuck?
みんなの怪我はグムがなんとかするよ。ドクターは大丈夫なの？
I'm really honestly confused about this one.
わかりました。You'll pay for that.
Okay. Yeah. The vendors can block the rocks.
Gather around me, guys. You really think you'll get away?
No, that didn't even fix it. But you'll just have to eat a few hits.
Freeze! Any orders for me? 怖くないよ。
Light, heed me.
Ooh, almost like we're counting on you again today, little apple. 位置についたよ。
Okay. I think I figured out what it wanted me to do.
Not one step backward. Sure you're a good spot. グムの特製料理だよ。
Fucking A. It's like...
My blade hasn't even been stained red yet.
Training stages don't usually give me any trouble. That's not a good sign. One rock wall. Is that the only one? And just go straight to that. Oh, is that going to be able to do damage to those? Alright, Cement, you just earned yourself a promotion. To level 18, apparently, because it's broke.
Yeah. If the mines just provided workers with recorders, it would save us so much hassle.
That should be good. I'm a little surprised. Because I've come to turn my back on my faith. Because of what you're evading, Stefano. I don't know whether you're under some outside influence, but if... There are no ifs, Alice. I'm not so far gone that arts would sway me. There are times when arts doesn't need to change our minds at all. All too many things can impact us, Stefano. You're asking that I reconsider. Why, heretic priest? Is this decision of mine not what you always wanted to see? I can't deny it. But in turn, I have to come to recognize that back when this extraordinary building was still in Iberia, it was my fortune to study here, and those days were precious, like little else to me. They were in... My mouth doesn't always like moving the way it's supposed to, especially when I'm narrating. Especially in this game, because they like to use big words that make me feel stupid. And yet the smallest ones are the ones that throw me off. In this way, Stefano, I'm just like you. I feel for this place just as you do. I still remember the cleric who came with you from Laterano. Remember very many. The one you recall took his gun 60 years ago. He made the decision to fall in line with the Church of Ven. While I chose to stay behind and protect those who were left. And this fed your faith, enduring until now. If you know so well, why would you still have me continue to wait, to endure? If you're about to refute all that you've maintained and proclaimed, Just to turn around and tell me to deliberate, exhort, so stay fast? Of course not, Stefano. You know I wouldn't. But at core, I walk the path I believe is right, and so I would hope I could say the same of you. Tomorrow morning, should you still be committed, I will consider it your choice then. I will prepare what you need. If you are not yet decided, I will advise you to continue contemplation. Whatever it may be, I hope your decision will be that which you find truest. I added a lot of words in there. Alice, you wrongly assume one thing. And what is right? I am lost for many other choice. Very well. Should this be truth's ordain, I will welcome you, Stefano, my brother anew. Mind if I come in? You can. Excuse me? You're not doing too hot then. Can I ask a question? Sure. Is Fina not with us anymore? Not to push you, but I'd prefer some other question. I'm not really up for lying to you. Okay. Actually, I had an inkling all along. When it happened, I suddenly couldn't feel Fina anymore. Even though she was so angry and so upset. She was right there in front of me, right? But I couldn't find her anywhere. If I hadn't helped you fix up that gun. No. Don't say it, please. Alright. I felt the horns on my head. They're horns just like Raymond's. Can't even pray holding my gun again, but at least I finally fit in with Raymond and Caroline. Fit in with everybody. Flowers weren't blooming this early last year. Funny timing now, huh? No complaints, though. One last bloom for the road. And so, that'll do it. Repeat that. With a fallen angel? Fortuna girl? Yes. Wasn't expecting that one, let me tell you. Fallen. Our only option is to hold them until we get back, then let His Holiness decide. It's not something we can handle right here. But that surprise visitor who barged into my room is a different story, Federico. Some things I'll explain to you later. For now, anything's a non-starter unless we find that visitor, whatever it is. I require your assistance, Executor Federico. It has mobility on its side. I managed to chase it down this far, but that was a stretch, and I've lost it now anyway. No immediate reply? That's rare. Makes me feel like something bad happened to you. Yeah, I see those knit brows. Something bad did happen, hon. I heard strings. Strings? Did you? I don't think I heard any. Based on my inference, the sound came from this sacrarium on the top floor. Right. Let me be real. Gotten to know the length and breadth of your work at the Notarial Hall. Well, I'm relatively willing to trust your judgment. I'm now formally querying you. Notarial Hall Executor Federico, do you truly believe this unidentified, unascertained, and possibly completely benign sound of strings stands to be more important than the request for assistance I'm making of you? It does not. Obviously not. Occurrence of the sound is a chance event. I have suspicions about it, but I cannot deny that as of yet, no direct correlation between it and our catalog of current affairs. Based on present circumstances, I judge that priority should be given to providing requisite assistance and tandem operation with you. All done then? Alright, alright. I'm not here to bully you anyway. Just, I do need to check in with how you're doing real quick. I see now. Point me in a direction, I'll continue target pursuit, and I'll leave you to sort out the string debacle. This mission requires that we prioritize assuring yours and Orin's safety. Due diligence is great and all, but I say priorities is the kind of thing you need to judge yourself. Can't sense your emotions, Federico. Still, I have this livery friend, see, who's the reason I learned long ago how to guess what people were thinking. Couldn't do empathy with her, after all. She might be a lot easier to figure out than you are, but some things carry over. One teensy little word of advice. Maybe sometimes you need to learn to trust your instinct. Settles that. I don't have time to waste, and I've got to force myself to be a little active anyway. Operation A go. Move out, everyone. Speed up. Senor Federico, wait one moment, please. What exactly do you think is up there? Just a sound of strings and we can't even hear it anymore. Are we really gonna let that senora brave the danger on her own? She's in a wheelchair after all. No need to worry. How could I not worry? I just saw it myself. It was a monster. Immune was admitted into the Lateran by personal invitation of a cardinal of the Seventh Tribunal. Her strength defies any contempt. Do not underestimate her. I don't quite follow what you're selling me. I assume you mean she's just as mighty herself? But what if? Speed up, or stay where you are and wait. I suggest you pick the latter. It's a safer option. Empty. No. Subtle noises spill through the spacious aquarium. Loading of the gun keeps audible lockstep rhythm. The executor suddenly points. Come out. Will only warn you once more. Come out from there. He found us. He found us. He's just like the lady said. Yeah, the big man found us right away. Is he really the man she was talking about? He's got the wings and ring and they're all black. It must be him. Mister, my name's Aradel. I'm Astara. Where's the woman who described me to you? Looks really, really scary. Too scary, and you didn't even say your name. That's just rude. Mama says if you don't know someone's name and they're a stranger, you shouldn't tell them anything. Federico. Senor Federico's scary. Is he a good guy? I bet he is. Just like in the story. We can tell him that, right? Probably we can. Well, someone told us we had to wait here for a really scary big man with a black ring on his head, just like she has. And she said you'd find Mama with us. Yeah, and also she said we were only allowed to wait a little, tiny bit. And if you didn't come, then we were out ourselves. She said we couldn't stay here forever. And also, she said... Senor, quick, there's a fire. What? Get out for now. Cover your mouth and nose. Fire's broken out. My life I gave for you.
I do hope none of you turn on the waterworks anytime soon.
I'm listening.
Right there. Possibly not the best choice I've made so far.
Let's clear this path up first.
Shit.
I'm not falling here. The story of Vina and every one of us is not over.
Well, that was a big old dummy goopsie.
I'd rather operate solo. I'm listening.
Let's get her out of there sooner. That's better. So those do fuck. Those do yeah, do damage.
Remember, max deviation for each drill hole is 2 centimeters.
Please hold on.
Can't just be way up. Watch your left.
I'm heading that way. I know what to do. I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
I have no doubt.
Understood. Right. Harass the closest enemy. How rude.
Okay.
I tell you not to get dust on my tail?
They have no position to evade.
Oh, your arts aren't working. How can that be?
Oh boy. You just stay there.
Understood. Open a hole. Did I say I was going to? Better watch your step.
Easy peasy.
Leaving so soon?
Awaiting your orders. The medication is here. Take it.
I'm right by you. Coming. Lure the enemy left.
Do I still have no way to advance?
Oh, your arts aren't working. Set mines in the bushes.
Uh-oh.
Hiya. Oh, wishes. I beg you coalesce.
Not to worry.
Did I say I was going to have mercy? I lied. I'm right by you. Right. Harass the closest enemy.
敵を殺してしまうのは下策と心得る。
Oh shit.
Do I still have to? They have no path to escape.
Operation commencing.
You. Oh shit. Whew. Did he? I just saw something there at the end that I may have overlooked. Fire devours all indiscriminately. One fire can destroy everything, no matter how precious, no matter how treasured. Gerald once said that Sarkaz have no home, only war that follows them wherever they go. He swore fealty to their lord in the hope of finding a home for their own. He left because he became disappointed. Not dare to ask why he was disappointed. They were full of hope when we first came here. We were happy despite the hardship. But now they're leaving. It's because life here has disappointed him in the same way. What about me? I'm watching the things I treasure burn before my eyes. Burning. Fading away. Gone. All gone. Fire! Fire! Sacrarium is burning. Get water! Water! What's going on? Is that a fire? Raymond, what are you doing here? I thought you had... Now's not the time for that. You're right. Sacrarium's on fire. Give me a hand. Sacrarium? How'd the Sacrarium catch fire? Should I know? Fires happened before. Nothing as bad as this one. And the timing. Need to put it out. Thank goodness it wasn't the residents. Keep fighting the fire. I'll get help. Water. More water. Fire's too fierce. Careful of the smoke. Close the door. That might keep the fire from spreading. What are you talking about? It's just Sacrarium. The holy statue's in there. Closing the door won't put the fire out. That's not what I mean. It's too dangerous right now. A wise decision. What do you know? Who are you? Kids. No, how could you bring children to a dangerous place like this? Stay away. It's not safe here. Right. It's not safe. You've inhaled a lot of smoke. Continue to do so and you'll begin to experience symptoms of smoke inhalation. So what? Got anything useful to say? Never seen you before. You're Sancta, right? From Laterano? It's a holy statue of Laterano. Do something. The mission does not involve the statue. What are you talking about? Now's not the time to talk about some mission. Use your arts. Put that bloody fire out. Or get out of the way if you're not going to help. Afraid I'm unable to use art suitable for that purpose. More people are needed to fight the fire and minimize damage. I'll get help. There's no need. They're coming. You're here. We got word from Raymond. Enough talk. Take the bucket. I'll go get more. Alright. More here. I got it. Find a safe place to wait. No, ladder. What are the kids? I do not believe now is the right time to discuss that. Here. Bucket. Clement. Stop, Clement. Don't go any further. I advise against going into the scene of the fire right now. Let me go. Let me go. It's dangerous without proper protective equipment. He's right. Are you trying to get yourself killed? I have to. Sorry, I lost my head. I know it hurts, but this is serious. Flowers can be replanted. I'm running out of water. I'll fill a few more buckets. Can't go any further. Fire and smoke are too much. You can stay behind. I suggest not speaking loudly to avoid smoke inhalation. And who's the reason I have to speak? You don't need to follow me. I don't trust you. I'm keeping an eye on you. Wait, did you hear that? The fire continues to burn and the gun-wielding statue creaks ominously. It casts a scorching shadow on Raymond, as though passing judgment on the Sarkaz who dared to set foot in a Sancta Sacrarium, as it begins to topple in the fire. Get back. There's a sharp cracking sound, but the expected pain does not come. Executor stands before the Sarkaz, his gun held high. This way before anything else falls. Your arm. No, wait a second. You destroyed the statue? I did not destroy it, only changed its direction to prevent it from hitting you. But it's your statue. That does not matter. The fire continues to grow. It's atypical. The furnishings like wooden benches are flammable, the initial location of the fire was unusual. Also let something else cause the fire. What do you mean? What are you trying to say? This is where the Sarkaz live. Walls are too thin to guard against any winds that blow across the waste. It really is chilly. It's getting dark. I'm taking too long. Is that a fire I see up there? Fire now? Looks like there's trouble on Federico's side. Someone's coming. You're pretty in your own sense. I've gone to help at the Abbey. Should we go too? Stefano was good to us, even if we are leaving. You go if you want to, but keep me out of this. Let their Lateran friends, let them help. I'm not welcome there. I guess I just got into the habit of hiding myself. Was there an argument? Things weren't like this when Orin and I first came. Don't be mad. Ayla didn't mean to say that. She definitely thought it, even if she didn't mean to say it. She said I stole her winter clothes. Me, thief. Taking care of this stuff's been my responsibility for years. And she thinks we're an eyesore. They all think so. They never treat us the same as them. They hate us because Stefano refused to abandon us and return to Laterano. I see them for who they are now. We're the only ones who thought of us as family. I hesitated when Gerald wanted to leave. Now I realize he was right. Hey, when it's gone, we'll be gone. Can we really get out of here, though? The elves haven't come back. Still better than waiting. Next time this happens, I won't be able to stop myself from punching someone. It's cold. I spent so much time holed up in a room that I forgot how cold the night outside was. If Liv's couldn't cut my pay for this, I guess I'll make my own shining fruit debauch for the most tomorrow rather than buy it from that happens. Time's running out. Found you. It's finally out. Everything's gone, but at least the fire didn't spread below. Could have been worse. What do you mean it could have been worse? The statue, the flowers. Oh. No one was hurt. That's a good thing. What about you, Raymond? Fine. Not dead yet. Crazy kid. You really charged straight in. You wait. Gerald will smack you around when he hears about this. Don't tell Gerald. Now you're scared. Where's the abbot? Did anyone tell him? Well, informing him is about all we can do right now. Everybody be careful. We don't want any more accidents. It wasn't an accident. Federico. What did you say? It wasn't an accident. I believe this was an act of arson. It's not something to say lightly, Lateran. Impossible. Who would want to burn down the Sacrarium? You have proof? Like I said. Fire spread in an unusual way. It's caused by a foreign source. That's all? Enough to reach a conclusion. Why, you... Wait a second, Raymond. What, you think this arson too? I don't know, but... I went to look for help. People don't hang around this place too much, especially you Sarkaz. But I bumped into you. Hey, what are you getting at? Don't interrupt, Ferdinand. Let him finish. I don't mean... I just wanted to ask. What were you doing there, Raymond? This is what you wanted to show me, Gerald. People don't say what's really on their minds around us. This is our reality, Stefano. I know. I've always known. No one is wrong. This isn't anyone's fault. We just want to live in peace, but this is how things are. Sarkaz are doomed to wander. I told you this place would be your home. You did. You said you wanted the children to take root here. Maybe I was wrong. You said no one is wrong. There's a lot on your mind lately, Stefano. What are you planning? Or should I ask? Do you have anything to do with this fire?
I'm sure if the leader saw you now, she'd be delighted.
One boulder route? Is that the only one? I don't see any other ones. Nor do I see any place they could really be. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to switch to my main squad. Which that's not even my main squad. These two don't normally belong here, but we're gonna try and drag this out with these guys as long as we can. What do you mean? You're accusing me? That's not what I meant. What about you? You going to accuse me too? Come now, Raymond. No one's making any accusations. I didn't start any fires. Why are you here at this hour? You don't pray with us. You don't come to the sacrarium. People don't have any faith. You don't have faith, but what does that mean? Does that mean... Yeah. We may not have faith, that doesn't mean we had anything to do with the fire. That's some personal business that took me past this place. Believe me or don't. What sort of business? Nothing to do with you. Hey. Enough. Is there some rule against us being here? Want to accuse us of starting a fire, don't you? Shouldn't have helped them fight the fire. Should have let this place burn to the ground. What did you say? Fires have happened before at this time of year. It could just be a coincidence. Coincidence it would be. You there, didn't you say someone started the fire? Come here. Yes, I believe this was an intentional act. And you think I did it? No, I don't. You're lying. No reason to lie. Fire spread quickly. It can be inferred that the arsonist was near the sacrarium. And Raymond was, do not jump to conclusions. What I meant was that anyone who was near the scene is a suspect. That includes all of you, and myself. What are you talking about? You think we started the fire? We're Sancta. Oh, we burned down our own sacrarium. Race is not proof of innocence. I would not hesitate to destroy the sacrarium if I thought it necessary. I did not find any evidence implicating this sarcasm. At least you're talking sense. Senor Federico is right. We can't accuse anybody without evidence. Just let this go? It's the sacrarium and all those flowers you so painstakingly grew. Please, that's enough. I don't want to suspect any of us. Clement, the arguing must stop. The possibility of the Sancta burning their own sacrarium cannot be eliminated. I will continue to investigate until I discover the culprit. Double checking. I got a lot of notifications on my phone. Hey, wingman. About what just happened. Yes? Are you the one who started all that, alright? You're the one who first said that someone started the fire. And you don't fully trust me, do you? Yes. Can you give me a little more than that? Anyway, what I mean is... Don't expect me to thank you. I don't. He doesn't know how to say gracias, Sarah. Poor thing. We can teach him. It's not hard. But I'm a little scared of him. Who are you saying doesn't know how to say gracias? Hey, wingman, where do these kids come from? I've never seen them before. Geek. You don't know them? Could I? Very good. I want to ask you about the Sarkaz population here and about these two children. What? You... I'll answer your questions. Gerald, the fire... Saw it all. You did well, Raymond. And we meet again, Reverend Executor. I don't understand. You were standing there for a long time. Thought you didn't intend to show your face. Guess there's no hiding from you. Why did you change your mind? I believe you do not want to see me again. Peace makes one timid. Would you like to pay a visit to our place, Executor? We don't have much, but there's a place to sit down and you can see with your own eyes how Sarkaz live. As for your questions, I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not good at putting on voices. Phew. I haven't been so active in a long time. Never been good at pursuit. However, I've got you. Quiet. This is a residential area. You'll bother others. Eat. Hungry. Oh, you can talk. This will be much easier if we can communicate. I guess it's not that simple. I'm sorry, but you have to stay put. It's dangerous. I'll contact the Iberian Inquisition. I'm sure they know more about you than I would. If you're really sapient, maybe you could talk to their priests. Whoa. Who's that? Stop right there. I must ask you, stay. The night is cut open by a pulse of light. The Mune feels a heavy weight that forces her gun down. The shadow that wields the light stands silently, drawing back the exotic sword before the gun that is slowly pointing towards him. As the clouds disperse to reveal the moon, the Mune begins to see who it is. Well, there have been a lot of unwelcome visitors today. Can I ask you to stop bothering me? I'll be very, very angry if someone gets hurt because we wasted too much time here. I'm afraid I cannot give way. I must ask you not to stop that pitiful soul. Pop empty water. What is it? How'd I put that cap on tight? Apparently I'm a loud drinker and a loud eater. What is it? A noise. Source unclear. You don't have a lot of people. More than you think. Some went out and haven't returned. It's getting late. Go back and have some rest. Are you sure we're leaving tomorrow? Some people haven't come back yet. We follow the plan as it is. We set out tomorrow morning. Alright. Senor Federico. What is it? I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy and hungry too. Are you gonna take us home? I wanna go home. I want Mama. Gone all day without food? Yeah. Mama never eats. She says she's not hungry. We haven't eaten today. My tummy hurts. It's so weird. Not weird. Food is one of the body's basic needs, and being deprived of it leads to discomfort and pain. So complicated. Isn't it normal to feel pain if you don't eat? Has Mama been hurting while she doesn't eat? What you say is true. Yes, your mother has been suffering physical torment. Enough, Reverend Executor. This is a fact. Sometimes the truth is better left unsaid. Is Mama hurting now? I cannot confirm your mother's current status. Executor kneels down. No one pays attention to the dirt on the edges of his robe and the adornments that represent his status. Federico Gallio gazes straight into the children's eyes. I am here as an executor of the Notarial Hall to investigate the truth of what is happening here at the monastery and to maintain peace and order. The disappearance of an inhabitant is within the scope of my mission. You mean you'll help us find Mama? Yes, I will find your mother. Really? Yay! I never would have thought. We leave these children in my care for now, Reverend Executor. I cannot make the decision for them. You're right. Will you go with this young man over here, children? Me? But I have to... Well, I guess I can do it now that Sacrarium's all burned up. Still one even scarier than Senor Federico. Yeah, he's so scary. Him too. That will do, Raymond. He'll take you kids to supper, then it's off to bed, okay? But I want to stay with Senor Federico. Sorry, Federico's busy. We need to be good. Okay, we'll go with the scary guy. Boss. Can you get the kids something to eat and put them to bed? I can, but where do I take them? Hyman's house. Hyman's? I guess there's no one there right now. What if Hyman comes back tonight? It'll be fine. Alright then. See you tomorrow, Senor Federico. Hope you find Mama tomorrow. I will come for you in the morning. Yay! Night, Senor Federico. Senor Federico, Senor Federico. Yes? I can't reach you. Come down a little lower. What? Good night. Quite the ladies' man, aren't you? Kids these days. What's so great about that guy? Hey, wait up, you two. Don't run. Good night. Silly shit puts a smile on my face like that. I thought this was gonna be an easy trip. Almost like a vacation. Going some brethren back to Laterano. Didn't sound hard at all, did it? Well, I guess I did have to deal with Orin. That wasn't too much of a problem. It's not like you can't talk to him. Okay, so I just remembered who Orin was. Even though I read his name, it didn't click that that was who she came in with for me. So I'm guessing that the... Fuck, what are they called? I'm guessing the Seaborn is probably Hyman. Certainly your skill with the gun can solve many problems. Not quite enough to deal with you, though. You flatter me. I'm not flattering you. Could I call you father? You came to protect that curious visitor of ours, didn't you? I suppose you're from Iberia? I am. You wear cleric's robes, but you feel completely different to believers of the Lateran faith. You're sharp. Honest, aren't you? I won't beat around the bush then. I don't normally like to be so direct, but... Not one more step forward. Leave, now. I'm not fit to set foot in paradise. I'm afraid I can't comply. I am needed here for a little longer. Tough customer. Unusual sword. The style is Iberian. Attacks are even sharper than your words. I still harbor hope for mutual understanding, but I can see that you're acting appropriately, given your position. I'm curious, though, how do you define paradise? A place where everyone lives in peace and happiness. Preferably with less unwelcome visitors. Would you call this place paradise, then? You're enjoying this chit-chat, aren't you? A group of people have found peace away from the world for 60 years. What do you call this if not paradise? Even if their lives are endless cold, hunger, and suffering. It may be one thing for material comforts, but it's far from endless. Ah, yes, Laterano will bring salvation. The hard days will soon come to an end. At the price of abandoning some. This isn't anyone's fault. Please, don't get me wrong, I'm not accusing anyone. But I've been thinking, what's the difference between us? The physical or something else? From the individual's very birth, all that makes us who we are causes our thinking to go into divergent ways and reach divergent conclusions. Is there really such a thing as a mutual understanding within us? Are you really going to ask this to a Sancta? You tried yourself in the next life, if it happens to be a Sancta. This is taking too long. Can't let that thing attack the residents. Need to take care of this quickly. No need to be anxious. I don't really plan on doing anything. I'm here because my kin need help. You sound sincere, but I'm not in a position to trust you. You're stubborn as a former student of mine. It can be a virtue, but it can also be trouble. I'm curious about a student who could cause you trouble. One of the best I've ever had. Never saw each other again after he left Iberia. I didn't want to do this. I'm so getting in trouble for it. Negotiations failed. Can't say I regret it. Lemune's movement is as light as her voice. She pushes away the movement-aiding device beneath her. The lamp that hung on the handle sways in the night wind, falls, then shatters. Light leaks out haphazardly, splashing on the silhouette slowly standing up in front. The dark veil of night is lifted. You can stand. Not yet, really. Rehabilitation is going to get longer, and I'm going to get scolded. I trust you won't push yourself too hard. You're not in good physical shape, nor are you used to this kind of battle. Oh. Thanks for the compliment. That was aimed for your mouth. People tune out the sermon when it gets too long. Especially if they're already fuming after a long and not very good day. I think I can justify my response based on that provocation. The Cardinal Aide narrows her eyes. The facade of meekness that built up from years of being bedridden falls apart in the sound of her gun being loaded. Lemune's light laugh has no warmth in it. I'm tired. Let's do this quick. Say it again. Get out of my way, Father. You may not set foot in paradise. Hungry. So hungry. Eat. That might be the mother. The thin door plank is pushed open from the outside. The children are still sleeping. Cold wind pours into the tiny battered house through the gap. A known threat sneaks in soundlessly and slowly approaches. Eat. Hungry. Eat. Eat. Oh. Oh. Is that their mother? Oh no. Oh no.
Doctor Love, how'd you even come up with these plans? As you ask.
There. There.
I'm listening. Don't keep me. You can't hide your fear.
Do I still have to wait?
Let's clear this path up first.
Do I still have to wait? I have no power to withstand.
I'm right by you. Set mines in the bushes. I know what to do. Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that gate over there.
Understood. Coming. Lure the enemy left.
Shit. I completely disregarded that gate. I did not see
Sustained
it.
Injuries. I need to get the wounded to the rear. Cover me.
I got so caught up with everything going this way that I didn't see this one. Man, I'm stupid.
I'd rather operate solo.
ドローンの調整も OK。いつでも飛ばせるよ。
As you ask.
Okay.
敵を殺してしまうのは下策と心得る。
Now then.
I know what to do. I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Do I still have to? They have no position to evade.
Stay over there for now, friend. How?
We sustained injuries. I need to get the wounded to the rear. Cover me.
Okay, we're switching to the A team. I need to drop. You two, you three are not really all that good right now for this situation. I want Saria. Lapland. And my girl. Come on.
わかった。準備してくる。
This should go a lot smoother. I'd hope.
We can take care of ourselves, Professor. You just focus on giving orders. I'm here. Don't worry. You got me. Ooh, almost. I have to get serious now.
私を呼び起こしてくださったのはあなたですね。
すぐに解決いたします。
Oh yeah, this is going much smoother. I say that as if it should be surprising.
Gather around me, guys.
Let's share a dance.
Gather around me, guys.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. You're a dick.
私に指図するこれかもな。Ooh, almost done. I have to get serious now.
Forward.
Well, this is a bit clumsy.
うぞ続け。その切っ先にあなたの心臓に滑り込むまで。
Gilding is not an option.
ほら頑張れ。もうちょっとで僕に勝てるかもしれないよ。
Almost like we're counting on you again today, little apple.
A little bit of a clumsy ending, but it worked out.
Mission accomplished.
Boy, I'm not good at this, man. I rarely prayed when I was in Laterano. Not to say that my faith was flawed then, or that I was more arrogant or lazier than I am now. Nor can I prove that I am more devout, humble, or diligent now. Because of the environment, though, there were many things that I thought were not necessary when I was in Laterano. Laterano, all that the people sought was right there. The holy city's blessing was right there. It was everywhere. Sancta knew it. Lord, I seek your forgiveness. Swore to welcome all who ask for help, treat all of them with equal kindness, and help them to the best of my ability. But I did not keep my word. I no longer answer the calls for help. I cannot ask them to stay, for we are short on supplies and cannot afford it. I have to choose between one group and another. Choose. Yes, I have made my choice. Choosing is wrong, and I cannot bear any more wrongs. I cannot go back on my faith, abandon one to save another, save the many and condemn the few. Laterano, my absent home. Why is Laterano the only home? Betraying the high guidance is the path what I believe in. Only by accepting the heathen can obstacles be truly cleared. All will be revealed soon. My Lord, forgive my sins if you truly exist. Who's there? Come now, there's no need for violence. I've been looking for you, Most Reverend Abbot. Food is in short supply these days. I hope you don't mind. Not that minding would do any good. At least it fills the stomach, even if the taste is nothing to write home about. I don't need to eat right now. Eat. Don't let it go to waste. Gerald, leader of the Sarkaz. You knew the two Liberi children. Are you always so direct? Don't call me a leader. I've seen the true king of Sarkaz. A humble hunter is not worthy of the title. Why do you call yourself a hunter? Because that's what I am. I hunt to feed myself and others. I think you have an idea of what's going on here, even though you just arrived today. Not the full picture. You lead the group of Sarkaz that lives here. You were latecomers, but at one point, you got along with each other. Yes, at one point. Now, conflict has arisen, and is likely to escalate given the circumstances. Yeah, that's why we're leaving. Normally, you would have the advantage in conflict with the other inhabitants. There are few able combatants amongst them. God damn it. There are few able combatants amongst them, which is one of the reasons they took you in. But Laterano's intervention has taken away your material advantage. Leaving is a logical choice. You're good with those logical conclusions. But I learned a long time ago. Our lives are not logical. I get reminders about that all the time. The candlelight flickers. The aging Sarkaz casts his gaze onto the wall. The shadows reflected upon it become blurred, one fading into another. We didn't choose to leave because we couldn't live anymore. Before I came here, I never thought we would have a life like this. There were dangers, there were conflict, but we were accepted. We built our own homes, worked for our daily bread. That all might seem normal to you, but it was beyond our wildest dreams. What is the true reason you chose to leave? Simple. See the writing on the wall? Just like you do. Rifts can no longer be repaired. All that's left to do is watch things get worse. Say it's just an argument, an accusation, but what about tomorrow? Violent confrontation between the natives and the Sarkaz is likely. Today's fire was a warning. Leave now, and we remain friends to be missed. What if we allow ourselves to be burdened by attachment and fail to make decisions? We will become the Sarkaz that the rest of the world knows, a band of vagabonds who bring conflict with them wherever they go, who are not welcome anywhere, with no choice, no place to call home, and no place to go. That's just prejudice. To us, it's a fact. Sancta of Laterano. Where did the Sarkaz belong to? It's time. It may take a while for the little ones to get used to life without roof over their heads, but it'll happen. As for those two children, you knew them. I know a little about where they came from. People at the Abbey and Raymond don't. Very few do. I guess they're wanderers who came from the outside. Their family could be dead, or they could have abandoned their children. Stefano's taken in other wanderers before, but this place could hardly accommodate any more inhabitants these days. Someone secretly took those children in. You know who it was. Few secrets can truly be kept forever, especially now when every single grain counts. Hyman took them in. She set aside a part of her own rations each day and stole from the hunted game a few times. I covered it up for her when I discovered it. Even then, life isn't easy for them. Where is she now? What I'm wondering. She should have come back with Gain today, but I haven't heard from her. She's missing. We don't know where she is. Whatever happened, I hope she doesn't do anything stupid. Missing? No, this isn't right. What do you mean? Hyman would not allow the children to go out in order to keep their existence a secret. Arendelle and Astara's appearance at the Sacrarium was not an accident. Someone brought them outside. Where is Hyman's home? I want to see it for myself. The battered wooden hut was a shelter in the storm for the young children. Abandoned by adults who lacked the means to raise them, they wandered the wastelands and were picked up by Sarkaz on death's door. The battered hut was leaky and cold, but there were clean clothes, even if a little tattered, and food, even if the taste was not great. The walls did a poor job of keeping the cold out. You could gather all the fabric in the house and wear the thickest winter clothes they had, and it would still shiver all night. But it was home. Mama was there. That was where the children felt safe. Unexpected visitors do not disturb their soft breathing. Remain slow and steady. Twisted shadows cast over the children. Hungry. Eat. 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 Cold. Misshapen monster murmurs incomprehensibly. The stationary shadow begins to move. In the moonlight, the monster's powerful tail reaches forward, brushes the children's soft cheeks, leaving behind a wet scent. Then, it falls into the soft, meek little prison. Still sleeping soundly, Astara and Arendelle instinctively lean towards the comforting scent. Cold. Mama. Oh, hungry. Eat. Eat. Cold. Cover. Cover. Cold. Cover. Aaron. Sarah. What have you done, Your Excellency? Improper to eavesdrops on a confession, Reverend Executor. Oh, don't get me wrong, I wasn't listening to your confession. Of course, you also know that's not what I'm talking about, nor am I asking who you sent to ring the bell. How you plan your meals for the monastery. I'm asking about the smell coming from the sacrarium up there. You can tell by the smell. The Griffin Arsenal is still in business. As far as I know, it still supplies practice equipment for various educational institutions, including firebombs. Only the holy shitty endures. I feel your pain. Only Federico learned subtlety and discretion, right? Still, it's just a corner of a building, far from over. Everyone can return to Laterano safely. What do you think? You're talking to the wrong man. I taught everyone how to dismantle the Abbey's old weapons and make use of them. You'll have short while the winter is long. But if you think I instigated the fire, I won't argue. Come now, don't talk like that. Why don't we sit down and have a chat? Find a solution we can all accept. Chat. Solution. Huh. Is there a solution that doesn't involve turning my back on a human being? I already explained my convictions. Why would you truly accept a compromise? A group of refugees sought sanctuary at the monastery 7 years ago during a great drought. I closed the door to them. We stumbled, almost crawling back to the waist. It wasn't the first time I saw a sight like that. But I swore before the Lord that it would be the last. Am I wrong in my convictions, Executor? No, of course you're right. I understand your pain. There are limits to Laterano's power. Laws are imperfect. I think, and therefore I doubt. For all its imperfections, though, Laterano is good enough for me. I don't want to see your peace and harmony be threatened by anyone or anything. You can understand that. It would be easier for me to persuade my colleagues if we reached an agreement here, and if you refrain from causing any complications. My mission would be easier if none of you lifted a finger. Because not everyone can go back to Laterano doesn't mean that no one should. Laterano is to you as this place is to me. There is no need for any further talk between us. I ask you to leave me to my confession. Raymond, it's getting late. You should get some rest. Clement, just had something to do. I'm really sorry about today. Don't think too much about it. We're leaving anyway. Right. What is that? Pendant Herald. We're leaving tomorrow morning no matter what. Probably after Matins. Fuck. Matins. Oh, do you know where Fortuna and Delfina are? I was looking for them. Did Gerald not tell you? What? What are you talking about? Delfina, she's gone. Goodbye. Was that a word of farewell, or am I mistaken? Ah. You possess basic language skills. As my previous assessment was incorrect. You are Sancta, indicating a certain level of sapience and cognitive thinking. Communication appears possible, despite deviation of physical form. So I just now caught this. That looks like a sarcasm horn. It's definitely a sarcasm horn. Unknown level of contagion. Unclear if movement patterns change over time. Unknown level of danger. Notarial Hall regulations permit elimination of a potential threat of an unknown danger level in order to safeguard the rights of the citizenry. No sign of resistance. No apparent will to survive. We'll try to make this quick and painless. The monster stands in place. The path forward is blocked. It cannot go back to the past behind. Justification, anger, pain, all consumed within a no longer human body. before it can manifest itself on the hardened hide. For an obstacle it cannot surmount, the monster loses its strength to fight. It cannot let go of its last bit of pride. It stands silent, like a statue. Wait. Executor, no. Gerald. Hyman. I had half a mind to start praying like Stefano, praying that the monster the executor was talking about wasn't you. It was a logical hypothesis. It has now been confirmed. Move aside, Gerald. No. You're interfering with official business. I know. You can point your gun at me, pull the trigger, bump off a sarcastic criminal. You won't get any complaints from me. But I can't let you kill Hyman. Explain. I can't give you a correct or proper explanation. All I can say is, look behind Hyman. There are 2 children sleeping behind that door. Children. My children. I have no idea what happened. I'm full of hope that you'll find their mother. They trust you. Stark has his rough, withered hand pressed against that of the Sancta. There is no brotherly intimacy, no trust or understanding between friends. But Stark has his hand presses the Sancta's. The muzzle of the gun drops, inch by inch. Don't do it, Executor. Don't do it unless you've reached a conclusion that you're satisfied with. I'm starting to get teary.
Glorious victory! I was pretty good, wasn't I, Doctor?
Shit, this is getting hard to watch. Blackhorned Angel prays for Dawn's arrival. To one other side. One rock path heading straight that way, another one, and another one. So I need to block 3 routes at minimum. Or at maximum, sorry. There's no sign of fighting inside the house. The children are sleeping. It wouldn't harm the kids, you can be sure of that. Not yet. I don't know how long she can maintain her reason. Thank you. How do you intend to tell the kids about Hyman when they wake up? They have a right to know. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Is that a suggestion? No, Federico. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. It was you who spared Hyman. It was you who earned the children's trust. The choice is yours. Feeling the weight? I'm not wearing any extra weights. I'll take that as your personal brand of humor. What are you looking at? Do you know what this is? A piece of cloth. We use stuff like that to make blankets over winter, but I've never seen this pattern before. It's a common Lateran pattern. Underneath the cloth, the twins' breathing is long and steady. The executor looks at it for a while, and turns his gaze to the simple desk beside. The small clay jar on it. Rather than the children, the flower in the jar, not yet fully wilted, provides the only color in the room. Flower? It's pretty dried up. Must have been there for at least 2 days. Is this Hyman's hobby? I don't know. But I knew the people who follow me, but I'm not even sure. I must return to the sacrarium. I have enough information to pass judgment on the sarcasm. And what is your judgment? First, there is something I must know. Have you had any interaction with Orin Argiosa? Orin the Nuncio? Yes. Not much. He went missing soon after he arrived. I see. You call yourself Gerald. That is not your real name. Who can say if a name is real or not? I've used it for 10 years. I've been Gerald the Hunter ever since we started living here and built our first house with those broken planks. How do you identify is none of my concern. You can be Gerald. And strange sense of urgency causes the words to fall from the tongue. Federico does not give him time to speak. He says the name that has not been spoken in public for 10 years. A mercenary who made his name in the Casdell Civil War, wanted by the Notarial Hall, 32 confirmed crimes on his record, responsible for annihilating 3 of the Holy Lateran's executor maniples. Holst Typhondale. You knew. Yes, I knew. What I can find out, others can too. This is your final warning. Your identity is no longer a secret, Gerald. Target structure confirmed. Hard to believe the Sarkaz would really want to live in an abbey of ours. Ready to move in? No rush. We'll wait for the order. Just wait and see. We have the area surrounded. Same as that Sarkaz team we nabbed earlier. Not a single one of them is getting away. Yes, sir. Got some food. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. I'm sorry, Serpilia. I'm not hungry. Well, I'll just leave it here. I might start to feel hungry in a bit. Gracias, Serpilia. What for? Nothing in particular. I just wanted to thank you. Eat up and go to bed if you really want to thank me. I get off earlier that way. Really? Then I'll go to sleep. Sorry, I can't sleep. I figured. Are you sure you should be here? I'm feeling much better now. What I mean is, you don't have to stay with me if you don't want to. I'm watching you is my job, girl. I'm not exactly a saint. I won't run away. Who knows? The better a girl behaves, the more you have to keep an eye on her. You know what those black horns on your head mean? You know what's waiting for you when you're brought back to Laterano? No, I don't. Of course you don't. Can't empath with me, can you? Oh, don't look like that. I was just trying to scare you a little. His Holiness is pretty kind, all things considered. No need to worry too much. I'm not worried. Whatever punishment I receive, I deserve. What's that sound? Is someone outside? Whatever it is, it's none of your business. Stay put, I'll check it out. Strange, there's nobody here. Really, letting your guard down. It hasn't been that long. The way you talk still makes me want to punch you. I'm wondering how you operate in Victoria. You spend all your time making enemies for Laterana, Orn. I resent that characterization. One takes your job more seriously than me. Speaking of jobs, you're already on our side, aren't you, Serpilia? Maybe. I need a less ambiguous answer. We move at dawn if there are no complications. Strange. Serpilia hasn't come back yet. Things seem to have calmed down outside. What's that sound? Serpilia, is that you? Shh. It's me. Raymond? Come with me, Fortuna. Finally outside. Why are you here, Lemune? There's a bit of trouble. Ran into someone unpleasant and let him get away. It sounds even worse when I put it that way. Yeah, because I heard a commotion over here. I'm surprised you would make a threat like that. Threat? Wasn't it? And what did you mean? Only telling the truth. Correct judgment is based on the truth of the present situation. I don't need to threaten anyone. I think I get it. There's nothing more unpredictable than people. Even we fail to understand our thoughts sometimes. And it's not something for our actions and thoughts to contradict one another. Experience tells me that things rarely develop in the most logical way. Setting that aside, the situation's more complicated than I expected. We need to exchange information, Federico. You mean that monster we saw was the missing Sarkaz by the name of Hyman? The state that you saw her in was different from what I saw. And if that's the case, she'd gone from being impossible to communicate with, demonstrating no capacity for thought beyond feeding instinct, to being able to communicate in a limited manner. Evolution. Oh, that was... I didn't read that. It was Federico talking, wasn't it? Yep, that was Federico. Whoopsie. It's gone from being impossible to communicate with, demonstrating no capacity for thought beyond feeding instinct, to being able to communicate in a limited manner. Evolution. That is a reasonable hypothesis. She has undergone a transformation. During a mission, I read about a religious cult that operates on the Iberian coastline. The Church of the Deep. You seem to know a lot about them, Federico. Have you seen similar creatures on previous missions? Rarely. But you have. Makes things easier to explain. I had reason to read up on it a while ago. We may be working with the Iberian Inquisition concerning that cult. They've caught His Holiness's attention. Didn't expect to run into them here. It's a difficult problem. Difficult and dangerous. I wonder what... Cannot read, can I? I doubt I would have gotten the upper hand if that visitor was trying to do more than slow me down. It's irritating. I really need to get back to form. Even Sir Pelia will start looking down on me at this rate. Back to the situation at hand. Are you sure you should have told Gerald all that? He has a right to know. Alright. What's the plan now? Investigate. What? Fires don't start on their own. Something is not right with the fire at the sacrarium. And the flower. No, I cannot be sure yet. First, I need to find what caused the fire. Sorry to wake you at this hour. It's okay. A lot of us couldn't sleep anyway. And let everyone know. You can leave at any time. Didn't you say we were leaving in the morning? What changed? Because of the fire? Guarantee you it wasn't Raymond who did it. We don't need to... No, I don't suspect him. Then... we have a situation. I'll explain later, but we can't wait until morning. Don't know word from the team we sent out? No, it's strange. We might have run into trouble. Should I take a few guys and check it out? No, we'll go together. Make sure everyone sticks together. No one wanders off on their own. I'll scout ahead. Have the old folks come with me. You take the rear guard with Raymond, alright? Something's not alright. I can see it on your face. What's going on? You're anxious. Why? Because of Laterans? Nothing gets past you. You're always cautious, Reed. Stop. It's not my name anymore. Sorry. Gerald cannot finish his sentence. He realizes why his old friend could tell something was wrong at a glance. He realizes he had his hand on the hilt of his dagger. He's turning from Gerald the hunter to the mercenary he once was. Sorry, it felt too much like our Cosdale days. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I have a bad feeling about this. Call it a hunch, but we should leave as soon as possible. Yes, as soon as possible. Take the ones who are ready. We go now. I said, you're the boss, your call. The last time you had a hunch, it was about finding a place and having a better life. We'll find it. I swear. I believe you. Found this place for us. I hope it goes smoothly. I'm sorry, Eileen, but I can't take you this time. Will you blame me for it? What would you think if you could see us? Who's there? It's me, Gerald. Are you busy? There's something you should know. Wow. Old man is intimidating, isn't he? This mission's gotten seriously complicated. Sarkaz, a fallen angel, a mad abbot. Give me a break. And I'm here with Federico, of all people. Is that a good thing or not? Just in case. Orin, it's me. You gonna do it? You got the guys there, right? Suggest you look into the Bishop Stefano. Something's not right with him. Could be dangerous. A hunch? Maybe. I have a bad feeling about this abbey. Well, I guess that's not the right way to put it. It's bad because things aren't that bad. You've been here longer than I have, don't you feel it? How could there be a place where everyone works so hard, yet feels no hope at all? It's such a sad thing. So, I told Raymond about Delphina and Fortuna, not knowing that he didn't know. Got very worked up. I'm concerned. Gerald, are you okay? I'm fine, don't worry. It's not your fault. I just didn't have a chance to tell him. Where's Raymond? He ran out after asking me about Fortuna. Said he was going to get her back. They have Lateran's God in Fortuna. Are you sure about this? Sancta won't allow it. Raymond was born here. You're different out there. He doesn't understand our relationship with the Sancta. I remember you said the relationship... Yeah, you said that the relations between the Sancta and Sarkaz are bad. It might not have been so bad if we were all just civilians. Won't Raymond be in danger? I'll find him. Thanks for telling me. There isn't much I can do. Beginning to think you were right, Gerald. You should leave this place. Go now, it's the right choice. Don't wait until tomorrow. That's the plan. You seem anxious, Clement. Did something happen? I'm fine, I'm just... Today's been quite a day. It's a little too much. Go, Gerald, you were right. You shouldn't stay here. Something's off about you, Clement. Calm down, you... Boss, we have a problem. What is it? Went to the opposite way from the scouts. As you've ordered, and we saw troops approaching the abbey. Troops. Laterans. Sancta and Pontifica cohorts. I found them with many times. Yeah, I fought with them many times. I'd know them from a mile away. They're gonna surround us. They never intended to let us go. Gerald draws his finger back with a start. A moment later, he realizes that it's because his fingertips are too cold. It's so cold that the leather sheath seems to be burning. Clement, I'm here. What do we do? Don't worry. I've been running for too long. This is just putting things back the way they should be. All will be settled. Tell us what to do, boss. Prepared to fight. Thank you for spending all these years with me. All of you. Talk like that? What are you doing, Gerald? What are you doing? Put down the knife. Calm down. I'm perfectly calm, Clement. Sarkaz exhales, clutching the dagger, and pulls it out from its sheath. It burns. For an instant there, he had difficulty holding on to his old friend. Her mind has not been so clear in a decade. If only blood can end it all, then there's only one thing left to do. Don't worry. The blood of a Sarkaz is not shed lightly. Ah, this is getting intense.
行くよ。嵐のように蹂躙してやる。
You're going right there.
あの深き海より参りました。
Hey there, buddy.
I'm here to help.
Who? So I gotta make a choice here. Great.
We can take care of ourselves, Professor. You just
Stand there.
focus on giving orders. Ooh, almost. I have to get serious now.
You stand there. Oof, that was close.
Almost gather around it, guys.
Better safe than sorry.
I forgot I wanted to look at these guys. Something seemed off about them.
I have to get serious now.
Forward.
ちょっとからかってあげようっと。
ご命令のと気をつけなさい。この海流は脆弱な命を飲み込みますね。
This little shit here.
I'm used to fighting over singing a song. My torturous nightmare.
You got this, Scotty. You were a little shit, you know that?
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Oh hell. You hit hard.
This is the battlefield.
You hit. Oh boy, what the hell just happened? We're gonna stop you here. Can't have you getting out.
Have to get serious now.
Why are you hostile?
Yielding is not an option. Mission accomplished.
The hell happened? What did I miss? Why is she hostile? Voice getting better. Raymond, wait, Raymond. What are you doing? Taking you away from here. You know what's going on, and I won't let them take you. No need to be scared. Come with me. We'll help you. No, I'm not scared. Raymond, let me go. You don't get it. Sorry, was I hurting you? Okay. I decided to go with them to Laterano, Raymond. What? What are you saying? To threaten you? You'll die if you go there. You deserve to. Let me go, Raymond. No one threatened me. I killed Fina. I can't run away. Delphina, that was an accident. No, I don't want to hear that anymore, especially from you. An accident. An accident. Of course I wouldn't point a gun at Fina on purpose. It was a tragic accident, but she's dead. Never open her eyes again. So never speak to us again. Tuna, calm down. You'll hurt yourself. I want to calm down. I don't want to be crying like this. Why doesn't anyone blame me? Why does everyone call it an accident? As though that means Fina's death didn't matter. I killed Fina. What difference does it make if it was an accident? Breathe. Don't hold it in. Ooh. Feeling better? I'm sorry, Raymond. I shouldn't be like this, but I don't know what to do. I only know that I can't go. I can't run away and pretend nothing happened. I can't accept that it was an accident. This is my sin. No more talking. Don't worry about me, Raymond. It might not be that bad. Superior, that Lateran emissary who came today, she was kind to me. I wasn't mistreated. Maybe they'll lock me up when we get to Laterano. I have horns now. I don't know if I'm Sancta anymore. It doesn't really matter if I'm not. Anyway, I'm fine, Raymond. You... No. Can't let it happen. I can't just leave you like this, Fortuna. Raymond, what are you... Hush. Hold your breath. Someone's coming. He hung up. When did you get Rochelle over on your side? It's an exaggeration. Other than the type who only does what's good for him. Even better than I am at looking out for himself. I feel like I'm being watched. Sheer paranoia finally caused you to hallucinate, Orin. Or believe that there really is someone watching in the shadows. Just a joke. Don't look at me like that. Where's the fallen angel you were watching? Sound asleep, I would think. Stay on topic. What were you saying about pushing the schedule forward? Not that you can't, but that's not what we agreed on. Why'd the sudden change? Give me a reason. What difference does it make to you? Not much, which is why I can choose not to cooperate. Unless my memory deceives me, I have command of the troops. I'm prepared to write a report. You're anxious, Orin. What's the matter? It's a secret operation. It's not so easy to deploy troops if the matter of the Saints didn't catch His Holiness's attention. Even then, His Holiness seems to have noticed something. Specifically sent Federico. You know how hard it is to pull wool over Federico's eyes. Do you really think you'll succeed? Probably not. But I would say I know him well enough. There won't be much trouble if he doesn't pursue the matter. Our goal is just to stop everyone who wants to leave, isn't it? On the other hand, the beast is out of the bag the moment you give the order to attack. Federico isn't concerned about the means, only the end. Oh, you think so? Let me just make it clear that if you get on his bad side, I can't stop him. So much for camaraderie. A message? Who could it be at this hour? Oh. Who is it? See for yourself. Bring Orin to the narthex immediately. Federico. So much for the wool. Everything you talked about, I'll take care of it. Do as I say. We take control of the Abbey immediately. Get all available hands on it. That urgent. An old man has given the last 60 years of his life to the Abbey. He went so far as to imprison Lateran emissaries for the sake of those Sarkaz. He suddenly became open to compromise in desperate circumstances, even proposing something so ritualistic as a final farewell. Why do you think? That, plus some Sarkaz who are not entirely unknown, and visitors hiding in the shadows. We have to act quickly. I've got a bad feeling. Take control? What does he mean? Why? Don't you understand? Sancta lied to us. I have to tell Gerald. I knew it. Those Laterans never intended to play nice. The situation's changed. It's dangerous for you to be with me. Find a safe place. I doubt they'll do anything to you immediately. Wait, Raymond. I changed my mind. I'm coming with you. My, what a coincidence to run into you two. I'm so glad you're safe, Lemune. Any news? You look concerned, Executor Rochelle. I found something that I thought warranted investigation. It has to do with the abbot, but anyway, more investigation is needed. What about you, Federico? What are you doing? Work. Okay, that much is obvious. What did you find? Something to do with the Sarkaz? Yes. I heard last night's fire was started by angry Sarkaz. Is that true? No. What's this? Rehearsing your stand-up comedy routine? Enough jokes. Jokes? Orin and Tarpelia will be here soon. Well, by the sound of it, you knew Orin hid on purpose from the get-go. Obviously. It's just his luck, isn't it? Just can't seem to get away from you, whether at the Summit of Nations or now. I allowed Orin to act of his own accord, because the complicated situation at the Sanctilaminium Embassy called for Plan B. But maybe he needs a reminder. Why do they have to give me such fucking big words? So, what's going on? I was told to come immediately and bring Orin. Ah, there you are, Orin. Finally decided to show your face. It's been a while, Immune. Can't you be a little nicer to me? Partners on this mission, after all. It's because we're partners that you're still able to talk. Whatever your plan was, the situation here doesn't call for that kind of aggression. It's time to stop, Orin. Couldn't you two pretend you didn't see anything? Like that guy over there? Oh, or I would prefer if you didn't drag me into this. I will deal with Rochelle when we return to Notarial Hall. Gracias, Orin. As for you, Orin, you truly believe there's a need for you to operate independently. You may try to persuade me. Well, since there's no one else here, straight to the chase. Did you really think I wouldn't notice that you were trying to let those two kids go? Fallen Sancta and a Sarkaz. Even a blind man would notice. You. I've been patient for far too long. Are you criticizing my methods? Not at all, not at all. But I have my own methods. We've wasted too much time here. We need to consider how we can get, what the fuck is this sentence? We need to consider how to can get this done quickly. Okay. We need to consider how we can get this done quickly with no loose ends. That hurt my fucking brain. And so you decided to deploy a special forces unit. Make it sound so easy. You know, full well that deploying troops and giving the orders are two different things. You know how hard it was to come up with the justification that even His Holiness could not rebuke. Now I have one. Sarkaz boy Raymond, arson of a sacrarium, a serious offense. That's before I mentioned that he's Sarkaz. We're perfectly justified in seizing him and taking the investigation into our own hands. He was not the one who set the fire to the sacrarium. Your justification is baseless. I have no need for your intervention until I uncover the truth. The truth? Is the truth really important? What's more rational and logical than taking control and securing order? Did you not consider it, Federico? Is the truth really so important to you? Did you not consider the possibility of the locals resisting, Orin? Didn't think you'd say something so silly, Immune. If the Sarkaz want to resist, so much the better. Who's there? The sound of knocking echoes through the hall. The door creaks open and the unusually bright rays of the moon pour in through the gap. There's a figure standing in the moonlight. Signor Federico. Clement. I finally found you, Signor Federico. I was asked to bring you this. By whom? And what is... The rest of the sentence vanishes into the night. Tall and thin figure approaches, his back to the moonlight, and his head bowed. It is as if all the light in the room has converged upon him. The overly bright light also casts a dark, suffocating shadow. Now Federico sees what Clement is holding. What he said he was asked to bring to Federico. A dagger. Old, but no less sharp for it. Once hidden in the belt of a certain someone. Next to the dagger, there's a package wrapped in cloth. Has been dyed a deep shade of red, from which some sort of liquid continues to drip. What is it? It's... The sinner, Holst Typhondale, offers his head freely. The sinner has admitted responsibility for all the crimes, all the evils committed hitherto. He has now paid his price. All that remains is a band of insignificant vagrants. Will the reverend emissaries of Laterano show grace and mercy? Signor Federico, I bring you Gerald's last words. He begs you to take the head of the fugitive Holst and his weapon. In exchange, spare Fortuna and Raymond. Spare the other Sarkaz.
The words and thoughts of our enemies mean nothing to me. All I care about is how to defeat them.
Yeasty 2. Though no longer embellished, its flower still has not changed. Look here, Holst. You have to hand it to Clement. You really planted the flowers in front of the statue prettier than anywhere else. I'm surprised Stefano was okay with it. Digging a hole in his aquarium floor, searching for the right dirt, and all that. Take it easy, you're injured. It's just a little scratch. Even little scratches can get worse. Call me Gerald. Alright, you're starting to nag like Stefano. That's why his face is all wrinkly. Don't end up like him. Worry less, meddle less. That's the key to a long life. Won't say that. Stefano wants the best for the Abbey. It's thanks to him that we get to live here. I know. I'm just saying he worries too much. I'm afraid it'll become too much for him. Stefano is considered stubborn, even among the Sancta. He won't budge on what he thinks is right. That's one of the reasons we found refugee here. He says the Sarkaz are just like other people. And he's right. Well, you and I will have his back if things come too much for him. We'll pay our debt. And stop thinking about what happened in the past. We turned our backs on Theresa when we left Castel. We can't go back, Gerald. Neither of us can. I know. You don't need to remind me. I don't remember when I stopped believing in Her Highness's vision. Couldn't see the future for Sarkaz and our own two rulers. It's okay. I'm fine. We have a new life now. I led those who wanted to leave away from Castel. I'll take responsibility. Life is much better than it used to be. Be careful. We don't have the same resources we did before, and there are some tough customers among those bandits. Aren't you being a little too careful? How long will it take for the infamous mercenaries to become a humble hunter out in the middle of nowhere? 5? 10? Gerald. Yes? Have you really thought about what you'll look like when you put down your weapons for real and settle in a humble hunter? What will I look like? No, I've never thought about it. What will I look like? You'll see for yourself, Eileen. A long time ago, Gerald used to look up at the night sky when he needed a breather after killing. The sky is an oppressive black. Campfire has gone out, and even the embers have cold. Bloodied mercenaries wipe away the dirt from their faces, gazing at their equally battered comrades, briefly pondering questions they've hardly had the luxury to think about. And Sarkaz like them truly hope for a happy life. He once believed that the day would come when the Sarkaz rebuilt their home. He feels more helpless with each passing day. They've shed too much blood, and will run out of blood before their monarch's visions come true. Eventually, Gerald abandoned Casdale, bringing along those gasping for breath, running from the land they once fought to death's door. They hid from the world, ultimately finding a place that would take them in. All they wanted was a normal, peaceful life. The dreams came true once. When did life turn bitter and oppressive? It's like a fine dish on the table that no one has tested. It's gone bad, where no one's doing. Only blood can end this all. And there's only one thing left to do. Don't bother trying to change my mind, Clement. I can't go, and I won't go. I never told you my old name. It's not a past I'm proud of. An infamous deserter, a broken man. With me here, they have an excuse to harm the others. Don't be so sad. I'm just going to see Eileen. Death is familiar enough to me. I used to trade in death. My life is a small price to pay for the lives of all the others. And don't worry about the ones left behind. They'll follow my order. Raymond is young. He might be impetuous. Do try to calm him down, won't you? Finally. Tell Stefano that we probably shouldn't have stopped back when we were wandering the wastes. Maybe we shouldn't have tried to stay. But this place was too good. Like a dream, living together for so many years. Sooner or later, though, we all have to wake up. Tell Stefano, gracias, M.A. Patient. I'll leave the rest to you, Clemens. Here, the end of it all. Am I a hunter, or am I still that mercenary? I'm sorry, Eileen. I don't suppose you'd like what I've become, what I look like now. Dawn is broken. It seemed like a lot has happened, but then it also seemed like it all happened in the blink of an eye. It was a long night, wasn't it? What are you doing? Nothing worthy of your time, Signor Federico. I just wanted to find a flower. Gerald shouldn't go to see Eileen empty-handed. It looks like the fire last night burned everything. Nothing left. If it's just a flower you want, you wouldn't need to come here. You don't understand, Signor Federico. It's not the same. Flowers here were different. Special breed. Grown only in this monastery. They represent friendship and hope. Yes. Friendship and hope. The abbot told me they were a symbol of Laterano's partnership with Iberia. One of the abbey's most important possessions. Beautiful. I was struck immediately. There used to be flower beds all over the abbey, covering every inch when you looked down from the bell tower during bloom season. Eileen loved the sight of it. So did Gerald. Many were scared to talk to the Sarkaz, but they got along a lot better after the first bloom season. People realized that the cruel and warlike Sarkaz would stop to take a look when they passed by the flower beds. Take a flower or two to put in their homes. They weren't fearsome desperados. They were no different from us. There is one here. You mean the one beneath the statue? I saw it. I was lucky to lie beneath the statue when it fell. It's not the one I wanted. Why? Look at it. Don't you see it? It may have hit itself beneath the statue, but its stem is broken and its petals are burned. But it is still here. Is it? I used to believe that there were things that would survive no matter the adversity. You may laugh, but I truly did. Life wasn't easy, but all was good. My maiden Nina would make snacks for the kids when she had the time. Have you ever heard of herb fusilli? Nina and Hyman made them from a Lateran recipe using sarcas herbs. A dessert that everyone loves, one that belongs to this abbey, and to this abbey alone. Nina used to say that tasting bitter fruit is all well and good, but the children should grow up knowing more than bitterness. They should know what sweetness tastes like. I will commit this dessert to memory. It's not important. We forgot the taste of sweetness a long time ago. No one makes Pizzelle anymore. I find myself curious at times. If Sancta weren't so special, if a woman in Laterano was mundane, normal, insignificant as I am, would the holy city still look the same? Would Laterano be Laterano? I don't know. It's a shame. Clement, do you no longer have faith? Your belief's been changed. I was just made to see reality. Things are not as immutable as people think. Trusting them only harms them. One little flaw, one little imperfection, one tiny little wound, and it's broken beyond repair. Like the flower you found. The flower I'm looking for is no longer here. It's almost time for matins. I should go. Goodbye, Senor Federico. Federico Giallo stands alone in the morning light of the sacrarium. The marks left behind by the flames have already been scrubbed away. Deprived of its furnishings, the sacrarium feels empty, with only the sound of footsteps to fill it. Federico is an outstanding executor. Been with the notarial hall for 6 years, carrying out his duties with excellence. This is his first year as a saint. There is no one to guide him or instruct him. The silent saint picks up the broken and burned flower. The statue protected it from the flames. It was a miracle that it survived this fire. But this miracle is worthless in the eyes of another. The flower is still here, but it is not the one he wanted. Wounds beyond repair. I don't understand. Would Laterano still be Laterano? Insufficient data to reach a conclusion. Executor Federico realizes with a start. Clement's expression was too calm. He did not mention Gerald's death or the arrangements of the other Sarkaz. What about himself? Words without actions have no power. That is why he did not say he would find out the truth. Nor did he say he would fulfill Gerald's request. Federico gazes at the broken flower before his eyes. He has a feeling, knowing that someday he would find the answers to all his questions in this flower. Morning. Sorry, it's time to wake up. Aaron, wake up, Aaron. Mama came back yesterday. Huh? She came back? Where is she? Must be her, look. New blanket for Mama. A little torn. But there are pictures of circles on it. And people with wings. Like what Mama promised us. cares if it's a little torn? Mama's clothes are torn too. We have to be good. I know. Let's go and find Senor Federico. Can we play with Senor Federico today? No, silly. We're going to tell Senor Federico that Mama came back to see us last night, so he doesn't need to worry. Can we get 7 done before... We got 10 minutes until New Year's. I'm assuming no. I better start. I've not farmed at all. Huh. Shit.
どうしたの?
I've
目が覚めるやつ
Yeah, I've been absent for this whole week. This week's been a busy one. Spuria. So she is in a rotation. Okay. I don't have any proxy tokens. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna bumble around for a minute with the menus. Or rather for 10 minutes. Oh, what I do need is a lifesaver. Where's the one in the back? I have a feeling I am streaming, but stream's been weird recently. Oh, I guess while we're sitting here, my brother, yesterday, during our game night, finally brought me my Christmas present. He had told me on Christmas Day that I was going to have to wait because it was not in yet, which I was okay with. When I got it yesterday, it was in a plain brown box, cardboard box. And I opened it, and there was a very particular controller on top. And I looked at him and said, "You fucking didn't." I have to fix that. So, this fucking knucklehead bought me an original Xbox. Not only did he buy me an original Xbox, he bought me a Duke controller with it. Because I've been telling him for years that I've wanted an everything Xbox. Primarily for one game, being Jet Set Radio Future. Future is backwards compatible on the 360, but it runs like shit. It's terrible slowdown. So I wanted to get an original Xbox to play that game legitimately. And I've always liked the Duke controller because it's classic. And I have the Duke for the Xbox One. It is in storage, primarily because Hyperkin really did a shit job, in my opinion, of manufacturing them. Some buttons don't work, and triggers get stuck. I've taken that controller apart at least twice to fix it, so I unfortunately don't get to use that controller. With that said, he definitely surprised me with that one last night. And I'm in awe at that one. There we go. I need 6 and I don't have it. 1, 2.
ねえ、紅茶ない？
Oh, that was the other one I can claim. I'll get that later. Oh. 7 minutes. I have a feeling in 7 minutes I'm going to get an assload of text messages.
What? Here to challenge siesta and iced tea? Or minnow and mist?
How do you zoom in or out? I forget. It's not scroll. It's not click. Right click doesn't do anything. You would think mouse wheel would be a good way for them to just, I mean, this is on fucking whatever.
Who was that?
Mm-hmm.
ここにもお花を植えましょうか?
Almost there.
子供たちにも雨風をしのぐ場所を与えてやりたいものだ。
The deck of this ship is very spacious.
It's very unfortunate that I didn't get to play this event more, but
there?
I've been busy this week, so didn't exactly get the opportunity to do what I wanted.
床暖房まであるの？はあ、もう最高。
We'll just no wait. We got fire whistle.
I'm checking on the medical supplies here.
Okay.
どこだよここ。あ?
And I might push the Tuesday stream forward to Monday tomorrow so that we can finish up here. No. You're already in a plant? Oh, this is the second plant. Duh. My brain just completely stopped.
Beep Beep, Justice Knight has plenty of things to do here.
We buy.
部屋の内装は機構が手配を。いえ、何も。
Okay. I will probably stop this stream at midnight. So, will unfortunately be the end of this. Tomorrow we will pick up in chapter 7. Because I really do want to see how this ends. I'm really, like, invested in the story. I wasn't so invested in the Rhine Lab one. But I did manage to put time into that one. This one, it's the other way around. I really am interested in this one, but I didn't have time this week to do it. And I know I only have today and maybe tomorrow to finish it, so probably won't be getting EX stages done as much as I want them to. Who can we fill in with?
よく眠れそうだな。いい部屋じゃねえか。よし、目立つ場所はどこかなと。
Where? Oh, that last clue I never claimed. Here we are. All looks well here. 2 minutes left.
どうしたの？目が覚めるやつでも飲む？
Play the. Give me. I gotta unlock lock the phone to get the actual time, huh? Did I just see you, doggy skin? I did. Why are there so many of her? And Hortus, that's pretty. You don't look too bad yourself, Shalom. Paprika. I don't have her. No. People are shooting fireworks off, so it must be midnight. 1 more minute. Okay. 1 more minute, 1 more minute. What is up with this? My phone won't see. 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's, everyone. Okay. Well, that's gonna be... Oh, well, after I read this. Exploration series. There they be. Saga's attire when she left Hoshan village. With bites for pockets. And straw for sandals. What is in the scrolls cannot be removed. But after so much time spent with oneself, what was drawn in ink is now etched into heart. There goes the fireworks again. Not so much a fan of that one, but this one's pretty. All right. Can I buy? I didn't buy anything. So once I get this token, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year's to everybody watching, to everybody who subscribed, everybody who has been a part of this little thing I have going on for the last 6 months. Everybody who's been here for all of this, thank you. I know it's not much, but I'm just glad to have people who are on my side.
My name is Plume, formerly of the Pontifica Cohors Lateran. I will be your sword and your will.
No good tags. No good tags. No good tags. No good tags. God damn, they're really setting off some fireworks out there. I just hit the wrong button. She didn't count as an enemy leader? Big ones are going now. How many text messages did I get? Let's see how many text messages I just got. So far, just one from my dad. All right, guys. that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, we'll be back on this today, I guess. So, see you then, guys. I better well pull that on the screen, huh? Is that it? There we are. Why am I not? There it is. There we go. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, we'll be on this apparently later today, Monday, to do the rest of the story and see where that goes. I would love to get all of the medal for this one. I'm not gonna. It's too late to get the medal for me. But you know, see you guys. We'll be back later.